Good evening, Jackie. Jackie Ann, welcome to the show. This is Encounters. Kim, this is a late night edition. It's 21 minutes after 11. We're 20 minutes late. We're not real late, but we're 21 minutes late. If you're wondering where we are, we're right here. Sorry about being a little bit late. Teresa, welcome to the show. Debbie, Brandy, welcome, Brandy, Adrian, AJ John, everybody coming in here. Misty Phillips on a Sunday night. Casey666, Cleo Goodwin. All the good people out there. JP Maps, Jackie, everybody welcome. Watching Encounters, the Sunday night edition. Hope you all had a good weekend. Had a good Father's Day weekend. Brandy, thank you for all those who are fathers or have people that are fathers. Just welcome. Evening, dude. Mark Jackson, good evening. April, Kim, Silva, Gabby, Judy White, John Jackson, welcome everybody. Catherine, thank you so much for the love you so much. We appreciate that. And it was indeed a beautiful weekend. And even if it was cloudy out, it was still beautiful. And so good to have everybody here. Call me something. Welcome to Call DT. Welcome to the show, everybody coming in here. Adele, Perillo, Alco, thank you. Thank you, Cleo. We appreciate that very much. Thank you, Julie. We had a great Father's Day and a good celebration with family, so it was nice. Nightingale, welcome. Diane, Monica, good evening. Welcome. TB, welcome. Love and peace to you as well. Jojo, welcome. And we'll be here till about 1 o'clock this morning. I wish the weekend was longer, but the good news is it's a short work week. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week. Friday's off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3-day weekend. Guided by welcome, John, welcome, Jojo, let's see, Jennifer, Guardian 11118D, welcome. Hey, guided by ancestors, good evening. Good to have you with us, brother. Gary House from Iowa, welcome. Hey, Gary House from Iowa, welcome. Hey, Lucas Jackson, good to have you with us too. So we will have a good show tonight. Yamster, good to see you, Yamster. Sweet Wendy. Everybody coming in here. Lynn Taylor. I think it's Ronnie Rado Love or something. Rita Lynn. Hey, Cliff. Papa Smurf, good to see you. Lee Putnam. China's. Everybody out there. Good to have you all with us here. Denale, I think Denali, welcome. Elaine, Catherine, Kathy, Curtis Lowe, Pat, welcome Pat. Whether you're new here or not new here, just welcome. 532, Frank Boss 57. My ears and storms, I may lose power, but I'm glad to hear you till 1 a.m. Well, I hope you don't lose any power there, TV. User 553, welcome. And we're going to try to advance up to 100,000 likes tonight. If you're not following us or you're new to the show, please press the follow button. That'd be great. And also the like button. Julian Hayes, good evening, brother. Dubs, good evening. Tricky Dick, welcome. Mills Lane, 1970. Karen 7. Sandy Smitty, cool boy. All the people coming in here around the world on Encounters. And Encounters is a spiritual, hey Laval, it's a spiritual UFO talk show. With yours truly, the host, Alan, welcome. Willie Tot 72. Love is everything. I love that name always. Yvette, good to see you. Thank you. Hey, thank you for the, hey, good to see you, Tricky Dick. Lynn Lisk, welcome, Lynn Lisk. Susan Mary, good to see you, Susan. Deborah Taylor. Commodore Carrie, I think it is. Denise. And I am still out of apple cider. So tomorrow, hey Elaine, we're going to get a whole gallon of apple cider. Axola, good to see you. And there's nothing wrong with water. I've been drinking a lot of water the last few days. Probably better for me to drink the water but we're going to get more apple cider. We had a great Father's Day, you know? Great Father's Day. It was good. It was a good day. I hope everybody else had a good Father's Day. Nadine, welcome. Good evening, Kendall. Susan, thank you for the gift. Let's see. Thank you, Chris Tales. Thank you. And tonight's going to be those nights where anything is pot. Oh no, I want to show you tonight. I got to show you this video because I saved it. I know it was taken a couple days ago. And tonight I'm going to show you this video. If I can find the video. I have it here somewhere. So I'm going to show you a video. And this was taken by Jasmine McDowell, 78 on TikTok. She titles it Strange Things in the Sky. I think it's a really amazing video. So we're going to take a little stroll. Hey, thank you so much for the gift. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for that other thing with the hat. Oh, the hat of joy. Thank you there, Susan. I didn't know what to call that. It just said it on thing here. So let's take a look at this for a minute. I want to show you some UFO footage. I think you'll enjoy this. And let's see what you think. I definitely know, well, I definitely think it's not, I think it's very, very unusual, but let me take a look at this here. Turn the light out so you can see the video. Get ready for this. This is from Jasmine McDonald 78. Let's see if I can show it to you here. Okay. Here you go. Let's see if I can show it to you. I'm going to show you a still of it, and then I'm going to show you it moving. This is a still photo of the object right here. I'm going to show you the thing moving, but this is a still of the actual object. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the actual footage, and you'll see it moving. Hold on a minute. All right, check this out. This is it moving. This is pretty cool foot. This, I don't know where it was taken, but this person took it a couple days ago. It is a vibrational energy to it. It's sort of like a pinkish, it's like almost translucent. Extraordinary video footage. Whoops. Show it to you again. It wasn't really long footage, but it was long enough to, they recorded it. I'll be putting this on my YouTube channel. That's how good the footage is. Let's see here. And also, we're going to double check here. Another object in Colombia, and this is on June 15. Check this out. I'm going to show you another piece of footage comes from Colombia, South America. This one is over the small city of Medellin, Colombia, all the way up in the sky. But this one looks really weird. Check this out. And I'm going to be posting this on my TikTok here. Check this out here, folks. Wait a minute. All right, this one here, we'll start from the beginning. And Medellin, Colombia, South America, is surrounded by mountains. So check this out. Let me turn the light out here. A little bit of UFO footage night here, folks. Daytime sighting, too. Check that. This is pretty amazing. Daytime sighting over Medellin, which is a small city in Colombia, South America, surrounded by mountains. So that today, good. See the mountains? That object, I think, is quite big. That thing is bigger than other objects that have been seen. I would say it's way bigger than some of the other objects. I don't know how big it is, but it's definitely bigger. And we'll be posting this on our channel here. This particular circular object looks way bigger from my observation from the last two in Colombia, South America, that were about the size of a basketball. Probably bigger than a basketball. This thing is way bigger. Yeah. Yeah, that thing is big. Compared to the other unmanned orbs that came to the ground, that thing would be way bigger. I'm not sure how big, but it is way bigger. Hey, Matt Clifford. Look at it. It's right over the city. Now, I would imagine other people in Medellin, Colombia, saw this object coming down. They had to. There had to be a whole lot of folks down there who saw it. Jane Arner, good to see you. Look at this thing. It's amazing. And I don't know what it is with Colombia, South America, but there's always been, I think, a ET base in the mountains somewhere up there. Where'd the object go? It's still going down. You know, it went down somewhere. Look at this thing. It's actually descending, going down. Look at that. That's crazy. I'll show it again. It's going down. This object looks like it went down over an area of the city. And you're going to be very interested. I'll show it a little bit later, but let me see here. And in San Diego, another big sighting. Man, we have stuff to show you tonight. We're going to hold that one off there for a while. But we have stuff to show you tonight, folks. Medellin, Colombia, South America on the 15th. A daytime sighting. Another sighting taken over San Diego. It looks like in the higher mountains. It's you can see it going near the mountains or hills or whatever in San Diego. Welcome to Encounters, and we're going to definitely try to show some video footage tonight. We showed just the first one from, the first one was from the United States that looked translucent, kind of pinkish colored. The second piece of footage we'll show again later Colombia, South America, Medellin, which is a small city surrounded by mountains in Colombia. And the third one's going to be a video I'll show shortly from San Diego, California, that was just taken. And if it was an up close video, I'd say the UFO was quite big, without question. So I'm going to re-show 3 videos tonight. For those that might have missed the first showing, we will show them again. And the truth is, more of these sightings are happening. Good to see you, Mungil 10. Good to see you. I know Jay Niner out in Washington State, she's been documenting a ton of things out there. Ton of spaceships, UFOs, if you want to call them UFOs. And they're happening, you know. We're going to see a lot more of this, I think. A lot more of these sightings. Mount Shasta, I've studied Mount Shasta for years. It definitely has a base inside the mountain called Telos. No one can just go inside in the mountain to the base. It's actually protected. The entrances are protected, so you can't just go in. And it is definitely an entrance into a base. Commander, what do you think about the difference between the regular ones and the color orbs? Let's bring on up here. We're going to bring on up here, and you can ask me that question right on the live here, which is if you wanted. There you go.
Well, good evening, everyone. Happy Father's Day to everyone.
Yes, and happy Father's Day to you and your family too, and
Thank
everybody.
you.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about that, about the differences between the regular ones and the colorful orbs that we see in the sky now.
Yes,
And then we
because I
just
was
saw the video.
wondering. I was wondering because the one that I saw was a red orb and it was like flashing beautifully. And there's different
Yeah,
ones that I see, so I like to see the difference between them.
yeah, I've seen that too, like the beautiful, colorful, multicolored orbs. And then you have the solid ones. This one from Medellin, Colombia, in South America, that just got video taped. That one, from my perception, went down. It looks like it went down to the ground level somewhere in that city, but it looked like it was quite big. Whereas some of the other metallic orbs that we've seen from South America that were found were big, but they weren't like they're like bigger than a basketball, maybe like 2 or 3. The object that we just saw before, I would say, is probably as big as a car, if I had to take a guess. The colorful orbs that we've seen that are beautiful, I think that they all come from an extraterrestrial origin. I think the ones that are multicolored, and they might even be translucent, some of them, and some of them might be solid but changing color by frequency. So that's my theory on both of these situations. What do you think?
I think you're correct, but it's so weird because, like I said, there's so many different ones, and it's like I just like I'm in awe when I see different types of spaceships or, the little egg ones that are silver and
Hmm.
so on. So I was just wondering if you knew if you had any information, or does anyone have any information on what that means, or is there something else behind that? Or because when I saw mine, what happened was it's connected to an owl. And
Hmm.
so the owls appeared first,
Hmm.
and then the orb started coming out, and it started like moving. When I seen that, I started talking to it, and when it noticed that I was talking to it mentally, it
Yeah.
started coming down my lemon tree. So
Really?
yeah, and I was getting
Yeah.
I was ready to get taken, but I just stopped recording because I was like, okay, if you're gonna take me, just make sure you bring me back to my chair.
bring back to my chair so I can relax
Yes.
and we can have some sort of a interactive kind of nice communications. And that's a beautiful thing. So there's also orbs that are extraterrestrial in nature that are like what I call living consciousness. So that's beyond the human mind to understand it. And how would it? I mean, how would a regular human mind understand what is that thing doing that, and how is it creating these colors and doing this thing to me while I'm watching it? So I think that's something here. I think my theory is there's three different things going on here. Two are, well, the two different types of orbs, the ones that are translucent, the ones that are solid. I wouldn't say the solid ones are orbs. They're really unmanned craft sent from a mothership or something larger. But I think the translucent orbs, the multicolored ones, they can be considered a living consciousness.
Okay, I
That
see.
that so that's my theory. What do you think?
Yeah, because I always see what happens is the owls, is the connection with the owls, and that's when I get to see them because they come
Hmm.
first
Yeah,
and then they show up.
yeah. That's interesting. And your story is way different than maybe another person that sees them, sees different orbs. So however it happens, and if we can't figure out why that happens and then the orbs happen, it's okay. I mean, we'll
Yeah.
eventually eventually I think you'll figure it out on your own as you still see those things happening around your property.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I
Oh,
wanted to let you
yeah,
know, and if you knew anything, if that can actually like explain that, or but if anyone else has had the experience of the owls with the UFOs, or those energy, I call them an energy ball because it was like so the size of a, I would have to say, basketball. So,
yeah.
so it was beautiful.
Wow. Yeah, I think it's all. I think it's quite a bunch of great questions because it brings everything to interpretation of what we're seeing, and 10 other people might see the orb on video and say, "Wait a minute, that's beautiful. It's multicolored. Let me see what I think." But I think everybody will find that they have something different. Somebody said they've seen the owl too before they see the orbs. That's interesting to me. I don't know what that represents or means, but that is interesting.
Yeah, and I have the video, and you can, the owls on the left hand side, and it would happen on a full moon, and it was so beautiful. It was so, I felt like so much energy coming out of it. So I don't know
Oh,
if anyone else has had that experience with owls and all
oh
that.
wow. Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Thank you
Well,
so
if
much,
you,
Commander.
oh, thank you for coming here. You know how I am. Everyone is
I
equal
love
here,
your
and I,
show, by the way, and I love your
oh, thank
healing
you.
also when you do it, and it does help people. So keep on doing the good job you do.
I will. If you tell me to do it, I'll keep doing it because,
Yes, please.
you know,
You're helping
there you
so
go.
many people.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm humble. Every day I'm on here, I'm humble. I never let my ego get the best of me, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.
Okay, we're gonna bring our friend down. You're watching Encounters. Yeah, I think that's a good sign too, Sandy. I bet it is also. And welcome everybody to Encounters. You're welcome to be here, hang out here, relax, get a futon, a meditation pillow, whatever it is, relax. Wherever you are around the world, you're welcome here. This is Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show on a Sunday night. I wish the weekend was longer, but hey, look, that's what it is. Hello, Daniel. Good to see you. Hey, Fat. Good to see you. So, what are the orbs? Now, let me see here. So I'm going to be just randomly bringing people up, and if you're able to come up, come on up. If you're not able to come up, don't worry about it. But we're going to take people's questions on the show, because we can do that if they want to come up. Uh, hey Lisa, I don't think the werewolves are the Bigfoot. Definitely are ETs. Well, the Bigfoot are interdimensional beings. You know, yeah. It's just but werewolves, they have nothing. I don't believe to do with the ET realm. The Bigfoot do. Great question, Lisa. But the Bigfoot definitely are interdimensional. That's why nobody can really capture them. And why would you want to capture something that's intelligent? That doesn't make much sense to me, but they are. That's why they see them, and then next minute they can't find them because they're interdimensional. They show a footprint, then they disappear. Yeah, they're kind of shapeshifters. Yeah, yeah, yep. Do I believe they're werewolves? That's pretty much out of my realm because I deal with the UFO and the ET realm and the interdimensional, multidimensional realities. I don't know how to answer that because that's just not something I've actually ever thought about. But Bigfoot, yes, you know, yeah, they shift into a different dimension. I think I have watched documentaries on cable about Skinwalker Ranch. I tend to tell people don't go there. Some people say they live near that area. Don't go there. The energy levels are all messed up. You know, there's something going on there. I believe also that the government, the U.S. government, has something going on there too. Hey, David, welcome to the show. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, but Skinwalker Ranch, stay away from it. If you travel down that way on a vacation, that's the last place you want to go to. Go to Sedona, Arizona. Go to Mount Shasta, but don't go to Skinwalker Ranch. Oh, okay, Sandra. Hey, Mindspeak. Hey, Tam. Hey, Marcia. Thank you. Yeah, people disappear. There have been reports of the space people coming out of the mountain, turning people back. And so according to what I've heard from the witnesses, they were turned back by space people wearing robes on the mountain when they got halfway up the mountain. So they are multidimensional. They can appear and disappear. Yeah, it is, Marcia, because the energies are not of the highest vibration. There's all kinds of stuff going on there that's too mixed up. It's too mixed up, the energy. People need to stay away from that place. You know, there's other places to go to that are better. Hey, Maddie, we're gonna bring Maddie up. Let's see how Maddie's doing, and we welcome Maddie to the show. She's on before. Hey, Maddie.
Hey, I just wanted to give a quick message if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Come on in.
Okay, I just wanted to tell everybody to stay strong, remember your mission, remember who you are. I know we're in some crazy times right now, and I just wanted to extend my love to everyone. So, thank you,
Yeah,
Commander, again for always being here for us. And I love this community. I love what you do, and stay strong.
yeah, and we have to because I know what staying strong means for me, and I am stronger for what happened. Has been happening lately, and we need to stay strong, all of us. And this is the time when things push come to shove with those that are truly in this UFO community on our planet, in the world of the light, and all the crazy stuff happening in the world. We have to stay strong, you know, and I know we will because number one, everyone is here to be that person of love and be that person of enlightenment and be that person of disclosure. Always remember, and Maddie's right, stay strong. Don't let anybody deceive you or take you away from what we talk about here, because we know we're telling the truth and speaking the truth when we've had situations happen with us. It's because we are telling the truth, right? And you all know that. So yeah, we appreciate your thoughts there, Maddie. That's very very important, very appropriate.
All right. Thank you, Commander. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Maddie, thank you. We appreciate you, sister. We're gonna bring you down here. Whoops, there we go. And that's the thing. When we're getting too close to the truth, there's going to be energies trying to disrupt the energy. But we know we're going to keep pushing forward, and we all have to push forward, not just me. All of you do. All of you have to stand strong now. We're coming to a real earth shift, an earth shift in consciousness, earth changes. Everything's coming to a head here. So we need to stay strong. We need to be who we are. No matter what anybody says to you in the world, you need to be yourself and stay strong. And we'll be here for you. We'll be here on encounters for you. You know, there might be a night when I'm tired because it takes a lot of energy to do what I do. But those nights I'll basically won't be on. It's not because I'm going to be here. I take a break. I'll take a break because it just re-energizes my whole body, mind, and soul. You know, the drones, they're still happening. It's kind of interesting though that the government doesn't talk about it. The media doesn't really talk about it, and they are happening. But when I look at the video footage people are taping, a lot of it now is interesting. Now there's orbs, people recording different types of shape spaceships or UFOs. There's also the government created types of craft that are reverse engineered that are being seen in different places. Amy, welcome. So there's a lot going on. You know, a lot going on. Hey, work folk, good to have you with us. PJ Funny Bunny, that's a good name. I might speak. I've been cutting out a little bit. Hopefully, I'm not too bad. So let's see here. Yeah, the Bayside Mammy incident. I studied that for a while quietly. Everyone jumped on the wagon saying it was real. If it was real, I mean, I don't think it was actually real. If it was real, my theory is it was a government involvement in that. Thank you, Peggy. I do think the government was involved in that. I can't, again, that's my theory. No, I don't have any cider. I'm going to have to get a gallon tomorrow. I've been out of cider for over a week. And you would think that I'm going nuts without the cider, but I'm doing pretty good. I'm not having any cider withdrawal, so there you go. Hey, Flower Power. But, there's a lot of reports of what was seen in terms of the video footage. I'm not really sure how I feel about it. I'm still on the fence with the Miami sightings of what happened in the mall. We'll never really know what the truth is with that one. Hey, Kev Don, good to see you, brother. Hey, Muddy Water, G Green Bean, Greer Bean or something, what is it? Queen Mimi, Red Fox 73. Welcome everybody coming in here. Relax. Day's over. Too bad the weekend's not longer, but we're still here. The Zeta, they are still some here. I don't know where they are, but the Zeta are usually getting rounded up and sent off planet. That's what a lot of what's been happening with the Astro Command people. They've been finding the Zeta and taking them off Earth. TM78, welcome. Hey, Lupita, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope your weekend was good. I hope everybody's weekend was good that's coming in here to the show. Ricky, welcome. Stan Whiteman. Slippery227, welcome. Commander, I have a question for you about crystals. Kev, come on up if you want to come up. I'm just randomly pressing buttons here tonight. But if you're not able to come up, I can answer the question. What's the question about crystals? Hey, Chris Rule, welcome. Good evening. Evergreen, welcome. Rogue, thank you. Hey, Maria, welcome. Good evening, Anita Garcia. If you bought it from somebody, depending on that person's energy, it could be carrying their energy. So if something is going on with that crystal you bought from a person that owned it, it depends on their frequency of energy. What you want to do is use hot water and clear the energy of the crystal. That's the first thing you need to do. And, that will be important. So it depends on who owned the crystal. I'm just reading the comments here. Yeah, that's a good point, Julian. Good. Wash it in cold water to reset it, then charge it in the sun or moon. Absolutely good. That's a good point, especially if it's the previous owner of the crystal. So I want to show you this other video. This is coming from the United States. It's San Diego, I believe it is. Let me take a look here. I'm going to show another UFO video out there. Maybe I can get a little bit more amped up. I'm going to be showing you another UFO video, TikTokers. If you're coming by my TikTok, stop. Because the commander's going to show you another video. This is video night, and we're going to do this sporadically. So we're doing some video footage, and we're going to show you that footage right here. This one comes from, this one here? Oh, yeah. This one comes from San Diego, California. You better sit in your seats and watch this one, folks. Let me get in here, and we're going to do some UFO stuff here. Give me a second. It's all real. Okay, let me do this here. I'm going to turn the lights off so there's not a lot of reflection here. This is a daytime sighting over the mountains and hills of San Diego. Unknown object. Let me see here. Check this out. Can I show it to you? Let's see. I'm trying to show it to you. Let's see here. Give me a second here. Here we go. This is San Diego, California. Looks like it was a few days ago. It's a 29-second video. Can you see it? Yeah, there it is, right there. That's pretty big. That's a big object. San Diego, California. Towards them. This is facing towards the mountains. So they're starting to show up, folks. These objects are appearing during the daytime. All right. Yeah, I don't know how big it is. Just looking at it, I would say it's probably bigger than a couple of buses put together. That's my theory. That's what I think it is anyway. All right, we're going to put this down here. So we'll be adding those to our channel, our main page. That's where I put Astro Command Spaceship News video footage. You'll go there. Welcome THB, everyone coming in here to tonight's show. And please share and like if you can. That would be good. Okay. Dal says, how did you get any of the videos I've been sending you? I've not seen them. I'm going to go through, if you're sending them on email, I should have gotten them. I've been looking at my emails. They could be in my spam filters, which I haven't checked for a while. I'll check those too, Darren, and see if I have them in there. I have periodically gotten videos from people, but I haven't seen all the videos that are being sent. Let's see here. Bobby B says in West Virginia, a few hollers over. Oh, that's not that far. I'm just reading people. Hey, Jay Garcia, Randy's World, welcome. And hey, Climber Poet, Karen, Carrie Ann, welcome, Carrie Ann. Hey, Climber Poet, good to have you with us again. Slim, welcome, Slim. Jamie, welcome, Jamie. Gemini 99. Hey, Massachusetts, very good. Oh, we understand. We understand. So, as you can see with these videos coming from different parts of the world, there's a lot of things happening. People are recording a lot of footage. There's a lot of what I call spaceship activity going on around the planet. So as that occurs, people are recording it. Not everybody is, but the ones that do capture the time to record these things, that's more disclosure information. And that's something that the world governments aren't doing. I'm sure if the militaries of the world that are interested in UFOs were recording them, you would think they, at this juncture, would release the footage, but they don't. They don't release anything. Hey, Rogue, take care. Have a good night. Have a good Monday. Good to see you, sister. MBW, Monica, welcome. Melissa, welcome, Melissa. So, are there any people out there that have not been on the show before? And welcome all the new people, by the way, that are here. Thank you for coming in. This is Encounters. We're usually on nightly on here on TikTok, and this is the long-standing spiritual UFO talk show. Hey, Jay Sparko, good to see you, brother. I'm just reading people. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Rogue. I'm going to bring in Climber Poet. Climber Poet, come on up. If you're new here, I bring people up, kind of sporadically. I do things very impromptu. This is a very different kind of UFO show. Hey, Climber, good to have you with us. Welcome.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Turn your volume up on your phone. Turn the volume part on your phone up.
I can hear you a little bit.
Yeah, you sound pretty good here. So what do you think about all the sightings that are happening? I know your question was, I think a landing or something really crazy may occur soon. Find a cave or, let's see, I'm not sure. Can you explain your sentence? I was reading it.
Oh, I was just curious if you thought maybe something may occur soon. Maybe something may land, or if something's unveiled soon. I just know there's a lot of things happening: volcanoes, earthquakes, fighting. I just think with the more things that are flying around, there's a reason for that. So,
great question. Now it's always nice when you can get the question verbally. So yeah, I think there are things I think they're concerned about the earth changes we're going through with the volcanoes recently in different parts of the world. With everything going on with our planet, the way it is very intense right now, and I think that they are getting ready to do something on a mass scale. I think, and we've talked about it here. And welcome to the show if you're new to it. We talked about 2026 being the year when contact will eventually happen. But we've had a lot of sightings in 2024, and we've had a lot of sightings into the summer of 2025. People have documented a lot of stuff around the world. So it seems, does it feel to you that something is going to happen? How do you feel about that?
I really do, because especially with Iran and with the history of different craft flying over, having concern for radioactive weapons, and with the war and everything going on now, it's kind of like we don't know what they have, but I think it's about to be neutralized. If we don't do it, I think they will, because they've done it before. I mean,
Yeah.
but with it speeding up now, it's getting really, really tight.
Yeah, I agree with that. Your assumption, your end assumption of what you feel, if that's the right word to use, I think you're onto something. I think that they are aware of how intense it's getting on our planet, how some people are just seem to be bent on destroying our world, and they don't care as long as they have the ego and the power and control of land. They don't care what happens to the rest of the world. And I think I think they would stop it in a heartbeat. I think you're very correct in your analysis of this. That that the space people that are in these ships, the good ones, they would stop anything from happening if it were to happen. And that little red button was pressed, they would stop it.
And a lot of it is underground, so we may be able to get things that are above ground, but stuff that's under that we can't physically get to. That's what I'm feeling. If they try to we never know the steps, but if they try to unleash anything, I'm just wondering if things in the sky which they probably will neutralize that. But
yeah,
just knowing every day it's getting closer and closer.
No, I think you're right. I think that the space people, I've been involved in this part of it for a lot of years, and I would tell you that the star beings, the space people, have the advanced power to neutralize anything above ground and within the ground that the government might have. They can neutralize it. Yeah, you have a very good understanding in what you're saying in your questions. As you observe the planet and what's going on, yes, there will be, if there has to be intervention before contact and something crazy really happens, they will not let this planet be destroyed, the space people. And they can stop stuff underground. They have the technology to neutralize things underground and things above ground. Thank you, Hope. They can do that. What they did in the 60s, when I was growing up in the Cold War, they actually shut down nuclear silos in Arizona, all over the world. In Russia, they had shut down all these things, So they are able to do it if they feel it's necessary.
Well, I just know now with our U.S. military, we're very concerned with it. That's what I was curious if, putting us in danger, humans getting radiated, or who knows what's going to happen. It's just, you think we will do it before they have to, or do you think? I mean, I don't know.
The space people actually will do it. We don't have the ability to stop the nuclear weapons that might be used by our governments around the world. That if a leader of a country gets crazy, say, I'm going to push the button. There's always been that threat. Well, if you go too far, I can send a nuclear missile over to the Ukraine, and poof, it's gone. And that was, these leaders have said these things. If the space people feel it's a danger and that it's not just a bunch of rhetoric and words, they would definitely neutralize every nuclear weapon in the planet. Because the Earth-based military, I don't know of any technology they have that can neutralize a nuclear weapon, because our own country here still has nuclear bombs. Just like Russia, China, a number of countries have these bombs. So it would be the space people that would neutralize all the weapons.
Well, Chernobyl had an accident. That wasn't a weapon, but it had a meltdown leak accident. That didn't get, and it's still it's going to be like that for eons. But
I've watched the documentaries on Chernobyl. That is probably something that the space people. I don't know if they had any control over that or not, but that thing, that whole thing happened. There's no one that can really live there. I think there's one or two people in the documentary I read, saw on TV years ago, that are still living in that area. I don't know how they're surviving, but it's highly radioactive. 3 Mile Island the same way, highly radioactive.
Mhm.
But when it comes to nuclear missiles, you're dealing with a different situation because with a nuclear missile being shot to a different country, and if they were shot all over the place, the space people could not only neutralize the weapons but destroy them.
Mhm.
Yeah, yep. And then there's a history, like I said, I was born in the 60s during the Cold War, and I can tell you as I got older, I learned that the space people neutralized all those nuclear silos, or else we wouldn't have been here. None of us would be here. Regardless of our generation, we would not be here talking about this, you know?
Yep. They've
Interesting.
told us that, and then they've actually done it. So it's kind of like, why
Yeah.
why us push the button? Don't push it, because they'll just stop it before it even, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to live on a planet where we do have very egotistical people running countries that if they feel like it's like a little kid not getting what they want. If the little kid
Mhm.
doesn't get what he wants or she wants, they have a temper tantrum.
Have
In
a
this case,
tantrum.
if we have world leaders that are crazy enough to have a temper tantrum and say, "You didn't give me what I want, now I'm going to press the red button," those nuclear weapons will be neutralized. The whole nuclear facility will be neutralized. They won't be able to do anything.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it is interesting. And I do have a lot of information about how this would work if it were to happen. Hopefully it never does, but if it does, I can say that the space people can neutralize all the weapons.
Right.
And, so once we get past the neutralization, if it were to happen, so far we're still here. Now what we're dealing with is getting to mass contact. Now we're working. Now the discussion is when are they going to be here? When are they coming? Well, they're already here, but not in mass. So when we say when are they coming, it's like, okay, when are we going to have the mass contact? That already is in the works. And one thing I have to remind people of is that there's no set date. Then we work on in our mental capacity, folks. We work on dates. We have a date for a birthday, a date for July 4th, a date for this, a date for that, whatever. It's always a date. But the space people don't work by date and they don't work by time. So everything happens when it's going to happen. But if it feels like it's going to happen soon, and a lot of people are saying they feel like it's going to happen soon, then yeah, it's going to happen soon. If mass consciousness feels that something greater is going to happen to the planet, then that person or persons are probably right. They're probably right about that. Yeah, and Rogue says it's fact. I agree with you. So, we're going to have that happen. Now, hopefully, we don't have any need to have interception of nuclear weapons in our skies by space people. Hopefully, that whole scenario doesn't go down. But if it doesn't go down, we're still going to have contact. A lot of these things are perpetuated to prevent the space people from contacting us in a more direct fashion. Because they don't want to see our planet anymore. First, if there was any nuclear explosion, the reverberation of that energy would go out through the universe and the other planets would feel it. And they felt it before the Cold War when we were testing nuclear bombs out in Nevada, going downwind and affecting people who were alive. People got cancer, all kinds of stuff happened. Now, we don't know if our governments do secret operations with nuclear weapons that we don't know about. They could. And say, oh, we're not doing it anymore, but we don't know that. They might have just brought them underground.
Because we've actually fired some into space and released it. So that's even more of a direct wave, and it's going to keep traveling and keep traveling. So.
Oh, yeah, it's a direct wave. And that wave affects every other frequency, every other planetary system. Well, I want to thank you, my friend, for coming up here. Are you fairly new to the show, or how'd you find us?
I've seen you a few times. I don't get on enough to be on video yet, so I just listen, and I haven't done any live interactions really. So
audio's just as good. Audio's perfectly fine. You do have the ability to go on video, just to let you know, but this is perfectly fine.
Okay,
for the first time on here. All right, hey, Climber, thank you for being here. Great questions. Great. Your own insights are really good about this. But I'm really happy we had a discussion too.
Cool. Yeah, it was cool.
All right, man. I appreciate you. We're going to bring you down.
Sure. Thank you.
And let's see here. Thanks for being with us here. We're still here. It's now 12:16 a.m. in the morning on Encounters. I want to welcome everybody here, all 195 of you around the planet. Welcome. If I didn't say hello to all of you, I'm saying hello to every one of you right now. Every single one of you. And everyone, please tap on the screen. As you tap on the screen, the numbers in the right corner where my bio is, that goes up. So we're at 100 and, we're at 41.6. Hey, Child, good to see you. And we're going to go higher. I know we will. And give me a moment. We're going to get some more water here with some ice in it. You're watching Encounters. This is a little mini break. Get to know each other, say hello, and we'll be right back on Encounters, the spiritual UFO talk show right here. No, we had just a really beautiful day. I'm very relaxed. I appreciate that. Green Eyes, good to see you. We're going to get some water that's colder, and we'll be right back, folks. Okay, we're back with you. I want to show you some pictures. This is a space being. His name is Soltech. He is an Ashtar Command being. This is a portrait of somebody years ago that painted a portrait of this being. His name is Soltech. Let me show you the picture. I pulled out some of in my intergalactic library here, believe it or not. This is a picture of Commander Soltech, spaceship commander. He's a sun technician and a scientist with the Ashtar Command. Let me show it to you here. Here we go. Right here. Here's Commander Soltech. And he is a space commander. He's a scientist with the Ashtar Command. I have a wealth of information here, folks. You wouldn't believe my intergalactic library here for over 20 years of information. Commander Soltech. And Commander Soltech is very human. And most of the Ashtar Command people are very human, and they look beautiful, like this. And that's Soltech. Let me show you some more pictures. This is Corton, Director of Space Communications. commander of spaceship called Rainbow. And let me show you a picture of Corton. He's a space being. Let's see, here it is, right here. This is Corton. Hey, River Blue, good to see you. I got these pictures years ago. There's a lot of different pictures of the different space beings, but I want to show you some pictures here. Corton, I believe Corton's from Mars. Corton's from Mars. I don't remember the person that was able to paint all these beings. These pictures were done many years ago. I don't remember who did the pictures, but they were done. There was a whole bunch of them. A whole bunch of them. You know, I just might do that, Mind Speak. Here's another one. This is, you heard the word Lord Maitreya. This one, also known as Lord Divino, was, so let's take a look at this one here. This one was known as Lord Maitreya. I got some great photos here. I need to frame them. Yeah, so I've got things I've never shown you before. My library is pretty extensive with intergalactic information, photos. Yeah, they look just like us, right? They are, actually. Yeah, just like us. You would never suspect it. And if they were to come on Earth, wear a regular suit, yeah. I'm going to show you some more photos here. Hold on a minute. I think I have a few more. Here's another picture of Soltec that was done years ago. This is interesting. I don't know who did this. Here's another picture of Soltec, and he is an astrophysicist. Looks very human like us. Amazing, isn't it? You've never seen these pictures before, but I got them. I got them, folks. I got these pictures. Yeah, he's very smart. 1950s, yep. That'd be probably 1950s, you're right. And if they chose to, the space people definitely walk among us. I also, from 2020 in New York, in 1996, get this, I had pursued trying to get ABC to have me do a talk show on UFOs, and this is an actual letter. I'm going to prove everything I hear is real. This is a letter from Barbara Walters from 1996, and I'll read it to you. Okay, let me get back into the thing here. Just so you know, the commander. So this is from the American Broadcast Company, ABC News, Wednesday the 13th, November 1966. Subject interested. So it says, Barbara Walters wrote me a letter. It says, thank you for writing to me. I enjoyed reading mail from viewers and concerned citizens like you. It is my goal to bring information to the public. Journalism is the most important part of my life. I hope you continue on your strive towards excellence as well. I am encouraged to learn about people like you that want to make a difference. Thanks again for writing. Best wishes, Barbara Walter, 2020 ABC News, New York, New York. Dated Wednesday the 13th of 1996. Okay. back then I was trying to do a TV show. I was trying to get a TV show on one of the networks to talk about UFOs. That was in 1996. I was pursuing that. I thought that was the way to go. And she responded to me. I didn't expect to get a letter back from her, but she emailed me back a letter. So that was pretty cool, you know. So we're proactive in a lot of ways here. And let me see, is there anything else I could bring forth to you here? There's probably plenty of things. But those are some of the photos. I did have, let's see if I have it here. I do have some other things here I want to show you. Let me see here. I think these are interesting. I don't know if I'm going to show this or not. Let me see here. I don't know if I have other copies. Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you some other pictures here. I got plenty of stuff to show you here, folks. Here's another. I think this is from. This is drawn in 1978. The artist drew a picture of Corton. Here's another picture of Corton. Let me just go onto the screen here to show you this. Okay, I want to show you. This is probably this is a drawing of what appears to be another picture of Commander Corton. This is it has inscribed on it 1978. This would be Commander Corton. Nice looking man, yeah. Resembles you, Bobby. Interesting. Yep. You see, in the UFO community, over the history of UFO community, they never show you pictures like this. They always show you ETs with big eyes and scaly skin, and they never show you the humans. I do. I show you the humans. I always do. And let's see here. What else do I have? I got plenty of stuff here. Let's see. I had a whole bunch of photos. Somewhere I have pictures of all the different space beings. I think these are some of the pictures here, but I have some more photos here. Let me see if I can show you this. This is, I think you'll be interested in this too. Let me see. Here's a picture. This picture is going to blow you away too. Now, this is a black and white photo. This is not fake. This is probably done in the 1940s or 50s. I don't know where this was recorded, where this picture was taken. Tell me who this is. This is not a drawing. This is an actual, real picture. Tell me who you think this is. Beautiful black and white picture. And I'll explain this picture. I've got this picture. I laminated it. I don't remember who gave me the picture, but I had it laminated. Nope. This is an actual black and white photo taken of the appearance of the space being Mother Mary. Now you've heard about the Mother Mary in the 3D land. Mother Mary is actually a space being. I know religious people are going to go nuts, and I'm going to be starting up something here, but Mother Mary is a space being. Mary is a space being. It's a black and white photo. I laminated it. I don't even remember where I got this from. But I've got a lot of stuff here, a lot of stuff in my intergalactic library that people have never seen before. Do never underestimate the commander, because everything I show you is real and true. You know? I don't think they all are. I think there are different. I think there's different beings that are different colors. They're yellow. They can be purple. Mother Mary, I know that it appears to be that way, but they are of different colors. There are many, many space beings of different colors. Some are brown, some are purple, yellow, green. Uh, but this is just to give you an idea of what's going on. And this was probably taken in the 50s or 40s, is my guess. Yeah, Mother Mary is a space being. Breaking news, everybody. Mother Mary is a space being. The religious people are going to go nuts. We're here to bust the matrix, right? So for all those that have been brought up believing that Mother Mary was able to do things, yeah, she was able to do things. She was a space being, a very highly advanced space being. But the commander's not going to stop showing stuff here that's true. Beautiful, beautiful eyes. Look at the energy. Look at the energy looking right at you in that picture. That cross had nothing to do with the way we interpret crosses. The space being wearing the cross is a different interpretation than we use the cross for. The cross is not really to represent a religion, but it had an intergalactic, its real origin has an intergalactic purpose. And it's an intergalactic purpose on the cross that was seen on the space being, unrelated to how we use it. And yes, Jesus is also a space being. Yep. Let me see here. I got all kinds of stuff here. Talk about Commander Show and Tell Night, right? Then, yeah, I got some good stuff here. And let's see here. Here's another person that drew a picture of Ashtar, drew a sketching of Ashtar, and this is what, in their vision, on their interpretation of Ashtar, look at this. This is a drawing of Ashtar. I don't remember what year I got this. This person actually sent me this photo, this picture they drew of Ashtar. They had a vision. You never know what the commander has in his library of intergalactic knowledge. Yes, I haven't been on this journey for nothing, folks. I came here to share what I know and know what I share. Yeah. Very cool. I'm going to show you one more picture. This is a picture of the wife of Commander Ashtar. I've shown this before, but this is a drawing of Commander Ashtar's wife. Her name is Athena. This is Athena. Athena is a space person, and she's with the Ashtar Command. She is married to Commander Ashtar, and this is her name, Athena. Keep looking. Keep looking at her. Look how beautiful she is. So what I'm showing you here is that the space people, many of them are beautiful. The beautiful people. And here's my, I'm going to find all the photos. I have photos of all the space people, and I will find them. I'm going to show you one more photo here. A little bit different, but he was known to be a person who can heal. Let's see, do I have a picture? Oh, okay. Well, no, I don't have the picture I'm looking for. But anyway, I figured I'd show you those for now. I'll find my other pictures, but that's some of the, I'm going to go back to what I was before. So that's some of the photos, a little sprinkling of how the space people look. And many of them look just like us. Essentially, they look like just like we look, you know. Oh, you're welcome, Jeremy. And so I want to counter all the negative, scary type ETs that people show on YouTube and everywhere else, and on TV channels like History Channel, and they talk about the UFOs and the space beings. They're not all people that look like they're ready to gobble you up, you know. There's a lot of beautiful people out there. They come from a rainbow of many different colors. Some are yellow, some are purple, some are blue. They come from many, many different places, and they're here. They're coming here. They are here. You know. KG says people are scared of the probes. Yeah, they probably are. You know, when we say probes, without getting really too crazy, the people that get abducted, they would be obviously scared. And there's been documentaries and documents of people that have had that happen to them. Less of it happening now in 2025 versus 10 years ago or 20 years ago. You know, less of it happening. But I think we're also in an age where many of these space people, and I can't tell you how many, they live amongst us. They could live in Moscow. They could live in New York City. They could live in upstate New York. They live amongst us. You know, they fit right in with us. The only way you would know that that was a space person on the street is if you slowly walk by them and their eyes look different than yours and their face looks slightly different. Usually, if you come across a space being, wearing a pair of jeans and a t-shirt, you'll know it right away. If you look right at their eyes, that will give away who they are. The eyes will always give away who they are. So this is a good experiment. So when you're walking down a city in Europe or something, you'll know if there's a space being, you go into a cafe bookstore and you're looking at the books, you'll know if there's an ET in there that's human just by the way they look at you. You'll sense the energy. The lifespan could be anywhere up to thousands of years, 50,000, 100,000. Space people don't have a specific, span for life. They have a lifespan that is totally a lot longer than the human life. Let's see here. So they do. The space people live a lot longer than us because we were supposed to live long too as human beings, but we didn't because we were programmed to believe that our lifespans are shorter. But our lifespans, really, in truth, if our molecular structure was realigned in our body, we could live to be, as we go into high vibration, we now can live to be tens of thousands of years old and look 20 or 30. And we will eventually look 20 or 30 again once the changes have been completed within our planet, when our planet becomes what we call a new Earth. We're going to be able to choose how long we live. Now, I would think people would want to live a long time, but we'll have the choice to decide that if we so choose. That's up to every individual here, how that's going to work out for you. So we're living, believe it or not, with all the crazy things going, everybody, we're living in really exciting times. And these times are, I would be excited to be here now. Now, some people aren't excited to be here now. They're like, I don't want to be here. This is crazy. The world we're living in is falling apart. You can look at it at that way. You can look at the fact that the world is falling apart in your visual perception. Or you can look at it like we're going through all these earth changes that were predicted. The earth changes are happening. They're almost over. And we're going to have contact. And I'll have that after the earth changes. And you should be excited or getting excited. Everyone should be. No matter how things look right now and apparently are on our planet, how crazy and how messed up it is, we're going to have a much better place. Even if it's hard to perceive it in your reality, understand we are going there. We're going to get there. We're going to make it. We're going to climb the mountain together on this journey, and we're going to get to the other side, and it's going to be beautiful. And the space people won't tell us when it's going to be beautiful, but I can guarantee you we're all going to experience together, all of us, which I think is really important that we all understand that. You're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. I'm CmdrAleon. Welcome everybody, all the new people, all the old people. Gia Rose, hey Gia, I hope so because I'm not liking getting older. So I like to randomly bring people up here. I think I'm going to invite Gia Rose. I like Gia Rose. That's a good name. Gia, if you want to come up, you're invited to join me on the #1 spiritual UFO talk show, Encounters. I'm your host, CmdrAleon. I'd be happy to talk to you. And you don't have to come up if you don't want to, but I'm just looking at your comments here. Okay, let's see. Yes, Stargazer. So I can't believe it's almost 1 o'clock. Let me do this here. Stargazer, yes, I'll answer your question. So the med beds exist, but we don't have them yet available to humanity. I think that's going to start happening once we have contact. When we see the star people coming from other planets, I think that's when we're going to have the ability to use what we call med beds. Hey, Queen, thank you for sharing the live. Oh, no problem, Gia. Definitely, I catch people off guard this way. Another night, you're always welcome. I'm sure you'll have something to share. I look so sleepy. It was a long weekend, but I'm still awake, and we'll be on for another 15 minutes. I'll get a good night's sleep. But I'm feeling pretty good though. It's been a good long weekend with celebrations and Father's Day and all that stuff. So plus I had plenty of food to eat. This place we went to, and I had one of these steak. It's like a steak with cheese and onions in it, and it was just awesome. And when you eat that kind of food and the prices were reasonable, we just all got together, had a celebration. Thank you very much, Lois. And the only thing we had was cloudiness. It's still cloudy. It was clearing up a little bit, but up here in New England, it was definitely. We've had enough rain and rain every weekend for the last 15 weeks up in New England. We're just hoping the sun comes out. I think we're supposed to have some sun this week and then 2 days of rain. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Ruby. Yeah, it was definitely good. I love my family. I love my Earth family. I love them really, really, really a lot. We're just all just really in tune. So it's good when you have a family on Earth that you love. It makes all the difference, you know. I hope everybody else had a good Father's Day weekend with their families, you know. You had rain all weekend. River Blue, you had a lot of rain. Yeah, yeah. I'm, you know, and because I grow, I microfarm. Uh, I microfarm watermelons and stuff. They need sun. They need heat. Well, they need a lot of heat. So we're supposed to get warmer as we're now into the summer, coming into the summer. If it stays hot for the next 2 months, I will have 20 or 30 pound watermelons, and I'll have one watermelon. If all goes to plan, I'm going to be growing watermelon that's over 200 pounds. All my watermelons are organic. I don't use any chemicals in the ground or anything. Everything is totally organic. So the commander is going for 250 pounds. If I get a little over 200 pound watermelon, I'll be happy. And you can eat a 200 pound watermelon. You have to share it with a lot of people. So we'll see what happens. And each vine of the watermelons can have 3 or 4 watermelons on each vine. So as the vines spread out, you can have 3 or 4 watermelons on a vine. That's how crazy it is. Yeah. Yagal says, planet is changing. You're right. Yeah, one of my watermelons, I'm going to be, hopefully, if it's big enough, I'm going to try to beat the state record and do another 25 pounds over the record, 250. And if I do that, then I can beat the state record, which would be kind of cool. And I love getting into the earth. You know, even though I talk about all this stuff with the galactic, one of my other passions is every spring sowing seeds, doing hydroponics, and growing watermelons and other things. Hey, Roxy, good to see you, brother. You know, hey, Norzora, thank you. I don't know what the world record is, but in Connecticut, the state record was the other year was 225 pounds. So I'm hoping to beat it by another 25. The way you can tell a watermelon is ripe is by the tendril. The tendril is dried up. It's a brown tendril at the end of the cord of the watermelon. And where the watermelon vine went to the watermelon, you cut that off. If that's brown and the tendril is brown too, that means it's a ripe watermelon. But you need to usually give it a next extra week or so, because sometimes you've been fooled. You open it up and it's not fully pink. So it doesn't always work that way, but yeah. So we've learned a little about the commander's micro farming, light farming deal. As I talk about all these intergalactic things, I get my hands into the earth and just love hearing the birds do their thing. It's really nice. All right. So we're getting down towards the wire. Well, yeah, Peggy, what I'll do, what all the watermelons, I give them away to cousins and relatives and friends, of course. I'll just give them away. And the 250-pound ones, I might grow 2 or 3 of them, one for the fair and the other 2 for edible eating. So that's hopefully, I just watered my watermelon plants today in the morning, and I'll water them every morning until they get really big and start producing. Usually they have a female flower. Once we have honeybees, which has been not seeing a lot of them, but if we see honeybees or other bees that pollinate, that's what creates the watermelon from the flower. Yeah. Well, it's getting near 1 o'clock. I want to thank everybody for being here. We've had a great show. I've enjoyed all your questions, and everybody, River Blue, everybody out there. I hope you have a beautiful week. Again, it's a short week if you're a working person like me in the world. Friday's a good day. Friday the 4th of July. No working whatsoever. Just do whatever you want to do, unless you really have to work. Yeah, you can freeze it. You can freeze a watermelon. I've never done it, but you could definitely do that. All right, everybody, be good to each other. Thank you. Yes, it was produced by CmdrAleon. That's right. And stay tuned again tomorrow night for more encounters. We might even have some people that want to come on and be interviewed. And we'll be back with you with more information and history and all those good things regarding the subject. Take care, Luke. Thank you for the message. If I don't read people's messages when I get off of here, that's because I probably went to sleep. But I will read them in the morning. Alrighty, take care, everybody. Have a good week. This has been Encounters, the late night spiritual talk show. Actually, before I go, we're at 87.1. I can't go yet. I just realized everybody needs to tap on the screen. We haven't hit 100,000. So can we do it? Can everybody? There's 197 of you out here. Don't go yet. I want 195 people tapping on their phone on the screen. 190 people tapping on their phone. We're at 88.6. 88.7. 89. I feel like I'm in NASA. This is a countdown. 89, 90. Good, Paranormal. We appreciate the tapping. Everyone else just do what Paranormal does. Tap, tap, tap. 91.5. We're at 92. We're not there yet. Almost 93. I feel if everybody will tap, we can be out of here in 2 minutes. We have 170 people. Let's get the tapping going. Rogue says she sees you. You're not tapping. And if I tap, I'm cheating, so I can't do it. I could do it, but I'm not going to cheat. 96, 97. Okay, almost there. We're 98.5. 98.5. 90. Come on, we want to do this thing. And I promise you, at 100,000, I will close my eyes. Okay, there I did. I just closed my eyes. I didn't want you to think I was going to sit here all night with my eyes closed at 100,000. That's not happening. So, yeah. Thank you, everybody. You're all beautiful people. You did it. You made it happen collectively. We have a great TV audience, a great community here around the world, all the new people. You imagine me falling asleep like this. You're like, if I was falling asleep, it would be like right this, like here. Could you imagine if I was asleep on the camera all night like this? All right, there you go. I don't want people to think, oh, there's somebody sleeping on TikTok. You know, we love you all. I know I can probably do it too. Hey, Roxy, good to see you, brother. We're going to be out here at Salty Dog. We'll be back on here tomorrow night. Everybody get some good rest, and we love you all. Take care.